where you live? Yeah. Tell them, I think. Home stage of one man or one piece said, listen, how long you know you're doing up the place, you don't know to work it down.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Hello? Why are you here today?
I'm here because I'm homeless. It's my first time being in a home. In the past 6 months, I've been homeless.
Yeah, Fiona rang me from.
I can't believe that I'm in a home. It's a 6-bed house right here, and it's been built by NAMA. Unfortunately, not for the homeless people, but for the rich people. We've been forgotten. Our kids don't have a place to call their home. They're in hotels. People are living in B&Bs. Family of 5 living in a single room. The children's welfare is not being catered for. Just because some people are making money, they have decided to benefit from our suffering. So we decided to occupy this space so that we can highlight the point to them that NAMA, the government has the power, they have the property, they could give it to us rather than privatizing all of these properties. Give it to the common people who are suffering. We want housing homes rather than private homes. So that is why we're here. We're here to occupy the space here.
Why are you here today, John?
Just to support the homeless. I'm not homeless myself, but I've been heard stories over the last few days. Can't believe it, like really in shock, some of the horrible stories I've heard. So I'm here with solidarity with the rest of the crew.
And ask you why you're here today.
Why I'm here today? I'm here today as a county councillor with Councillor Sandra Kavanagh to represent our community and our constituents because they need a roof over their house. They need a roof over their heads. Well, it's natural, isn't it? Yeah. They need a roof over their heads. They need permanent houses. They need somewhere to stay, and they don't need to be living in hotels and hostels. And this is NAMA land, and this NAMA land should be handed over to the public, to the councils for NAMA for social housing.
Hi, Councillor Sandra Kavanagh here. As my colleague just said, I'm here in support of the girls here who are facing or dealing with homelessness, and the men, of course. 1,500 children in homeless accommodation. What sort of an effect is that going to have on them? I think it's wrong, and I'll do whatever it is I have to do to help these people. And if that means occupying this house, so be it.
Tell me why you're not here today.
The same reasons for everybody else that's here. Your kids are homeless and they need a home. We're in a hotel the last 8 months.
On day 5, 6 counts, just terrible. There's no way, nothing for them to do. We have to book them, and always comes. Always comes.
We're all getting busy and tired now. Why are you here?
I have to be here. No, well, this is the culmination of, for the last few months, has been a real noticeable build-up in the housing crisis in Blanchardstown. One morning in our Anti-Austerity Alliance office, we 10 local families who were homeless. And I think over the summer, between the Dáil office and the local office, we've had between 40 and 50 families. So this is a real problem. This is the youngest area of Western Europe, actually. So families are being really hit hard by rent increases. But also the big thing now is that the landlord has to sell the property. Grannies are dying and moving in, and you know, all of these reasons are being given. And in some cases it is true because banks are repossessing, but it's also that they're getting rid of people on rent allowance to increase the rent. So nothing's been done by the government, and NAMA is a big player. You can't really solve the housing crisis without NAMA being brought into it. because they control a third of all the development land in Dublin. And as you can see in this housing estate that they're building, there's about 120 houses going up, and they'll all be 6-bedroom houses like this, luxury houses to be sold at a big profit for people who, you know, don't really need them. The people who need them are the people that are here on the social housing list and who are homeless. So we hope others follow this example and, you know, protest, occupy NAMA lands, NAMA buildings until the government actually steps in and makes NAMA a useful vehicle for solving the housing crisis. So it'll be a long night. Are you here?
Why am I here? Again, with all the ladies and the lads here as well. We're here for one reason and one reason only, to make this public, to show everybody that we're homeless, everybody else in here is homeless, and we're looking for somewhere. So we have to occupy a house like this. Let's do so. We're here for the long haul, so.
Are you here?
Yeah, the reason we are here, it doesn't matter where we're from, Caucasian, Chinese, Irish, the black Irish. The reason we are here because everybody is homeless, and our children, we need a roof over our head. We need a place that we can call a home, because when we go home at the end of the day, we don't have any place we call a home. So that is the reason we are here. So we just want justice and the media to know what is going on and the situation that we, the lesser privileged one, are facing.
The irony of it all is, what's funny, is I remember a few years ago they brought in the referendum for protection of children.
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
And it's like, it was so important to them back then.
Yeah.
What about their protection then? What about their rights? Their rights are so important. They don't have a home. What sort of a psychological effect is that going to have on these children in years to come? And their education, they haven't got a decent education. And they know what they have no proper, decent life that every child should be having.
Like some people are getting 8 buses a day to bring their kids to school. There's some people in really, really horrible circumstances. Like, thank God I'm one of the lucky few. My kids haven't even went to school, they're home babies. But something needs to be done there. This is a disgrace for this country. It's just a joke.
Children are becoming obese by eating junk food, you know, which is more people not healthy for the children, and medically they're going to be impact on them, because like when it comes obesity, then everything else can follow, you know. So from healthy children to obesity because they don't eat properly.
So our immune system is being affected. Like my little one there, we just came out of Temple Street there last night, and here we are now this morning, doing this. So I mean, my little one is not feeling very well. I said I won't be able to stay with the girls all night, but I'll have to go, I'll be able to go back into the hospital again. I said it's just the well-being of the kids. And my little one, only 8 years of age, turned around and said to me yesterday, she goes, "Daddy, why can't I not have any friends over to play with?" I said, "Because we don't have anywhere to live. Can they not come up into the room with us?" I said, "They can't." And she cried for the best part of an hour over it. Do you know what I mean? So people they have to start realising now. Do you know what I mean? Even though our mental health is probably already gone, because every single one of us in here are suffering bad. But you can imagine our little ones. Do you mean what they're going through? Just put that. Do you know what I mean?
You're gonna have no build up to Christmas.
There's no build up. There won't be no, because the way you look at it is
Christmas tree.
Mental torture.
They're asking what we're going to do, how we're going to have, how Santa going to come down, is there chimney here in the hotel? They listen. They can't.
Mine asked me that at the start of the year, in February, how would Santa get in?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And there's no anything, they don't
really
understand.
But they're asking these questions.
They don't even sleep very good, because like when they're sleeping, there's the banging, there's noise all over the place, and when they are doing their homework, that is the terrible part. They leave one part of the ground to another part. There's no table, there's no chair, nothing. They just be running around. So even when they go to school, the teacher is always calling. I think the homeless part is affecting them, because they go from the usual character they used to put on, and they are behaving differently, and they are meeting all kind of people. Their language is getting worse. Their attitude is they are